Well, right now it's starting.
Oh yeah.
Hi, how are you, Han?
Hi. Yeah. Hi. I'm good. Exciting for a new broadcasting for this week.
Okay.
Mhm. I wanna say hi to all our followers and okay, let's do the case study. Um, very interesting for me this class. Okay, but let's go to this. It says ask us. Can you see my desktop? Yep, right.
Yeah.
My screen.
Yeah, sure.
So it says, as a student, you offer an opening prayer.
hmm Do you want to do it now? And maybe I can share something like in spiritual thought.
Okay. I will try. Okay. Okay. Our Heavenly Father, we thank Thee for all the opportunities you gave to us, like this one of having a good education at BYU Idaho. Thanks for the class and for the things that we are learning. Thanks for the way you illuminate us and our minds in order to uh, develop us and to find um, answers. We ask thee to help us with your spirit in order to learn better and in order to gain all the knowledge that we need in order to serve others in the future. We thank thee for all the things that you gave to us, and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Thank you, Hans, for the prayer.
Thank you.
Okay. Now it's my turn to share a spiritual thought, right? Or a spiritual scripture. So I told you that I am helping in a class. Um, it's a self-reliance class. Um, so yesterday when I was in the class and we were sharing different thoughts, um, something of the manual that really like made me to ponder a lot. It was about that there is a big formula for success. Like
Yeah.
one is having faith. Uh,
What?
Having faith is the first
Okay.
component. Plus work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Plus work smart.
Mm-hmm.
So I was and yeah, always I have been thinking about this, like that we need to have faith in Jesus Christ, in our Heavenly Father, in the Holy Spirit. We have to have faith in ourselves also, as knowing what is our potential,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to have faith in other people and in the situations too. And I know that we have to work hard to get success, but what I was pondering, it's how can I work smarter to be able to do all the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
So that was my insight yesterday. Um,
So,
yeah, so that's what I want to share with you. Maybe I hope that you can think about that too. How can you work smarter so you are going to be able to get your goals, to get the success that you want?
mm-hmm.
That's all. And
That's it. Thank you. That's interesting because while you were talking about it, it came to my mind that okay, it is right. Like I've always seen people who have faith and who also work hard, but I think there are ways that you can find to work smarter, like to make plans for your life, like having a broader vision, and you can do plans to work smart to accomplish goals and while you're working hard, because I think life will always ask us to work hard, right? So education, I remember everyone works okay, but some people work smarter than others and can fulfill more in less time or can be more effective. I think like Heavenly Father wants us to work hard, but also to develop our minds and to be more smarter, right? More smart because um, well, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think you get it somehow.
Yeah, and I think at the same time, it's like something that we should add there is that you have to have joy all the time because you can work like very hard, you can have faith, and you can maybe like work smart, but maybe you are not feeling well. I remember one time in the mission, like I was working like I was having faith, I was working hard, and I was working smart, but I was not very um, my body was tired.
What?
Yeah, it's because it's because I used to work too much. I was working too much in the mission. Yeah, and my mission president said like, Sister Cornelia, you don't have to work so much. Like it's too much. So yeah, maybe it was not very smart. Maybe yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happened. Yeah, that was not smart. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we can move to the next part, okay?
Yeah, let's move to the other part.
Okay. It says share with the group what your answers were to the question presented in the case study. And if there are any discrepancies, work together to find the right answers. If you all got the same answers, discuss the process you took to get those answers. So I think we can go from like step by step, right?
Mhm.
So here are the questions. So it says create a capitalization table for Homeplate at the time at the initial founding of the company. Include the numbers of shares, price per share, total investment, and one percentage of the firm Lexi owned. So here
That's
I
number
have a,
one.
yeah, this is the table, and I think we both got the same, right?
Yep.
Uh, well, as I told you, I got previously a bad way to do it, like having like a way to find. Well, I don't know, but this is a table at the time of the initial founding. Yeah. So the what's the name of the girl? Dixie. What's the name of Complex girl? Lexi. So Lexi found it with $1,000 of investment from her money. She owns 100,000 of shares at 1 penny per share, and she has the 100% of the ownership. Right?
Yeah. So
I think that's
maybe something that we should add there is the company value.
company value.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Because in that way we're going to be able to know like how much is is the value in that moment of the company.
Okay. So okay. Do you want us to? So I can do it here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So that's what's that?
Company value.
Company value. Okay, so the company value will be
I think
okay, or the post money. No, post money is pre money plus money invested. Well, but here it is 1,000.
Yeah, that makes more sense when we are going to contrast with the other options that we have. But mhm,
100, right?
mhm,
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
1,000.
Sorry. Okay, so here I need to insert other, right? So it is going to be, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so here, what would be the company value? Oh, wait, okay, but we are going to do step by step. So the step one is okay, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, let's go to the second one. So it is 1.B. Create a capitalization table for Homeplate, assuming that the angel investor invests $50,000 at cents per share. Assume that Lexi issues new shares to the investor, so she retains her original 100,000 shares. How many shares would the angel purchase under this proposal? And what share of the equity would Lexi own? What share would the angel own?
Yeah.
So this is the 1.B because it is a seed round, okay, of
Hmm.
the angel.
Okay, in this case, it will be the company value is going to be the share price. Per you have to multiply by the total shares.
To have what? To have the company value?
Yeah.
Hey, the company value is not the post money.
Where is the post money there?
Huh?
Where is the post money? Yeah, it's the post money. It's
The post money. Oh, but the post money is a total investment, so.
no. One is the total investment, and another one is how much is the value of the company. It's different because
Oh,
yeah, one is how much are you investing in the company, and another is how much now is the value of your company. Make
okay,
sense?
okay. So we invest 4 million. The company. Yeah, but so the price of use of, for example, they may simple feel that getting 40% of a new material change from one.
Okay, so
Okay, no, yeah, but it is because let's see. Let's see here, okay? Um, sorry. Okay, we got it. We are going to be here. So, can you see my pantalla?
mm-hmm.
So here, okay, here. Do you see it? Yeah, it says here. Describable when venture capitals or other providers financing investment. Okay, the mathematics of such simple valuation is fairly simple. Okay, look, it says when people talk about valuation in the context of a new venture financing, they are typically talking about this kind of implied valuation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than any other fundamental bottom-up valuation of the business. such as valuation based on cash flow, earnings, or assets. So we are not evaluating in this stage how much it is worth because of the assets or because of the cash flow or because of the return, okay? Because it is future value, right? The ones here, it is when you want to know how much it is going to be worth, like in 6 years, 10 years, right? But by now, the mathematics of such implied valuation is fairly simple. It says if you divide the amount of money raised in the financing by the slice of ownership purchased, you get the post money valuation of the firm. It is called post money because it is the value after the money has been invested. So it is the actual, but it is the actual value of the company. So for example, if I invest 1 million to buy a 10% share, the post money valuation is 1 million divided by 10,000 is 10. Yeah. Does make sense?
Yep.
I don't know. It is because $1 million would be your 10%, but there would be 9 million others 19%. So that's why it's 10,000, the 10 millions.
No content could be found to speak on the screen.
Oh,
What?
I'm sorry, it was my cell phone. Sometimes it's crazy.
Wait. Is the pre-money value is simply the post-money minus the pre-money. So okay, so it is like okay, the post-money is the worth of what you have or the what was in the company plus the investment.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
the pre-money plus the money invested, the new one. So it is here because we have $1,000 and after this investment we have this. So this is the post money,
Okay.
and so this is the post money. So this is the company value right now. Does make sense?
Um.
Yeah, because for example, look at here. This is if this is the post value money or this is the valuation of the company, yeah, and it is divided by this amount of shares. That's why every share is worth this, right?
Uh-huh.
Every time the value is high, the shares grows. That's why there are stock investors and things like that,
Okay.
right? So
Yep.
I think so. The valuation is this is well right now because it is new. The company brand new. It is a total investment, but then it will have another complex things to get the valuation when the company is running and getting revenue and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So we were here.
Yeah. We are there.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. It says create a capitalization table for Homeplate, assuming that the angel investor invests 550,000 zero at 50 cents per share. Assume sorry, I cannot see very well. But yeah, okay. Assume that Lexi issues new shares to the investor, so she retains her original 1,000 shares. How many shares will the angel purchase under this proposal? What share of the equity will Lexi own? What share will the angel own? Can you go to the table now, please?
Yeah. This. Yep. So if we need to dividing the total investment that we have divided by the price per share that we are agreeing or that we agree. So this is the number of shares. So the number of shares is equal here of the angel investor to the Lexi's number of shares. So they have 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, just because the number.
So,
Yeah, it's
so
because
it is not a good it is not a good idea.
yeah, that's right. It's not a good idea because in this case, who is going to take the biggest decision if they have to decide something very big? How are you going to know? Like, yeah, that's what we are going to do, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they just going to try to be sure to convince the other person about the decision that they are going to take. But also, that will secure, I think, unity for taking a decision. But sometimes that's hard, especially in business, right?
Yeah. Well, in the Homeplate case, the angel investor offered her to do this with this price. So they are very smart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that Lexi didn't know
Yeah, she was.
if
Yeah,
if the value of the company is worth like 50 cents? Yeah, if she accepts this deal without knowing this kind of calculations, she be making a great mistake, right?
of course. Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so this was part one. So part two says create a capitalization table for Homeplate, assuming that the angel investor invests 50,000 share, like what Lexi thought it was worth. What shares would the angel purchase under this proposal? What share of the equity would Lexi own, and what share would the angel own? So if we do this calculation and divide the total investment by this new price, we got that they will buy only 25,000 shares or 20% of the total share.
Mm-hmm.
And she would retain I'm sorry, 80% of the ownership.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting.
Yep.
So
That's
it is better, but the angel, I think, maybe will not agree. Yeah.
yeah. It's not very beneficial for him.
No. It is like, okay, I don't think so. Let's go to the other one.
Yep.
Okay, here, assuming Lexi and the angel agreed on $1, not for you, neither for me, per share in the seed round. What share of the company would she own after Series A, assuming she raises 300,000 at 2.5 per share? Okay, so the first question is, what share of the company would she own if she raised this? But previously she has this agreement. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
we have, okay, this is the Series A. When she with the angel according to have $1, so the angel have 50,000, the same of the dollars, the amount of dollars he invests. And when the big company comes, that is Potato Rock, they invest 300,000 at this price, and they get 120,000. Hmm. What do you think?
Well, here it's too much. I think it's too much power in somebody else's hands, right?
Like the Potato Rock, right?
Mm-hmm. Also,
So
it's
that's the
not
thing.
convenient for the founder. Yeah.
So for the founder, like the question is for the founder, it is only 37%. It is some less than the Potato Rock.
Yeah, it's not
And
beneficial.
no, but I think for the angel, this is more beneficial than this
A scenario
$2.
for sure.
This is for sure because he is going to have the same amount of ownership, but having twice the shares
Uh-huh.
because they are getting a better deal. Uh-huh.
That's right. So, if you will be the investor, which one will you choose?
Yeah. If I would be what the angel?
Yeah, the angel, the third
Oh,
one.
this one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because I think the angel is benefit from the participation of a bigger firm always.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah. They have more money and the value of their share grows.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also, let me have the calculation. So, what if we have? I'm sorry. If we have
Do you know?
no, look. If we have okay, so the angel would have this amount, and if we multiply it by the new price, so the investment of 50,000 now is worth 125,000. That's nice.
Yep.
Mm. Okay, and what about she? She invests $1,000. So, hey, you know something? I think it is a good idea to have this kind of to create companies and then maybe sell the shares and something like that, or get the investing of others. So you can just do this. For example, you invest this amount and then you got this amount when the investor comes. Oh my gosh! From $1,000, you get now a quarter of a million. What? What? That's a good way to become millionaire.
Yeah, it's good
That's interesting.
investing in shares.
Hmm. Okay, so what we need to do now? Okay, so what share of equity would Lexi own and what share would the angel own? Okay, now we know, right?
Yep.
The angel would have 19%, but it is better for them because they would have twice as the shares than the previous scenario, right?
Uh-huh. Um,
Tell me.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Yep. I think it's clear.
Okay, you can go here.
Okay. Assuming Lexi and the angel agreed on $1 per share in the seed round, what share of the company will she own after Series A?
Oh, I think that was the one that we were doing, no? I'm sorry. Yeah?
Yeah, no, it was. Oh,
No?
yeah. Let's go for the
Yeah.
third one. Okay, create a capitalization. No, yeah, it's the third one because it's the third one with the Series A that we need. Oh
But we
no,
got
we were
that.
doing that. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Number
Uh,
4. Create a capitalization table for Lexi's venture after raising her Series A funding using the following assumptions. Lexi choose 50,000 convertible debt instead of equity of the angel round of financing. Hint: no equity is issued during the seed round. Um,
okay.
B. The convertible debt carry a 0% interest rate. C. Lexi will raise an additional $3,000 at 2.50 per share in 1 year. D. The debt will convert at a 10% discount, meaning the angel investor will be able to convert her debt into equity for 10% lower price per share than the Series A investor will pay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we will do it first.
I think every okay.
Huh?
There you can see,
Here. Mm-hmm.
yeah, downstairs. You can see how much like the founder, Angel, and Potato Rock invest, and also the number of shares, and you can see the percent of ownership that there is going to be for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And well, what happened here is that Potato Rock also has more, it's going to be more convenient for them than for the founders or for the angel investor. But I think that this is not a good idea for the angel investor because they are going to pay like more for the shares, but at the same time they are going to get like, so they're having a more investment than, for example, the founders, but they are going to get less. So if I will be an angel investor, I will say, no, thank you, something else.
Oh, if you would be the angel?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
see, they are investing the same amount of money that they will invest in Series A, right? But they are going to get just a 9% versus a 19% that could get without this convertible debt.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. How was it?
Okay. What happened is that here you had first this Series A episode,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I remember.
And
Uh-huh.
after over this, you are working this new table. And
Yeah.
what happens is that you can realize that the angel investor, how much they are going to own it after all the process. Just a 9%. Is that convenient
Mm-hmm.
as a angel investor? No, because without a convertible debt, I will be able to get a 19%. That it will be more convenient for me investing the same amount of money, but of course the dollar per share will be less before that now.
Yes, right. But it is still good or not? What I want to know, what I want to know is if I invest, if
For
I am,
the
uh, uh,
for the angel investor, it's not good. For the
yeah, but
founder, um,
I think it is better because
it's better.
they have more ownership than in the previous scenario.
Yeah, that's right. But it's just because Potato Rock, it's just because the angel investor has less, but it's not because Potato Rock has less. What it will be more convenient, I think, is that Potato Rock has less, and you, as a founder, will be able to have more. And the angel, yeah, but at the same time, the
Yeah.
Potato Rock will say like, but I am investing more. How I'm going to have less? Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, it is kind of confusing to choose one because yeah, it is nice. So because yeah, they have this percent because also the numbers of the shares in the company is less than the 3,000 approximately less than the previous scenario. That's why they have more because they have that same amount of shares, they have the same price, they have the same money. They have the same money or the same value, but somehow they have more ownership. But yeah, the Potato Rock have more
Mm,
control. I
yeah,
was I, I was thinking as the angel investor, it is interesting. You know why? Because well, that's what I see, right? If I have this, like, okay, so I am the investor, right? So okay, I am investing, I don't know, like $50,000, right? And I have this kind of shares. So I want to know my okay. So this is what we got from this money. We invest this, and after the Series A, we get back this money. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
I
here in this
think
scenario, I
this
want
is
to
the
know
most convenient.
the most what?
So this example, like this representation, is the most convenient because other scenarios that maybe we haven't realized here, it will be that maybe just Lexi will be able to have the 100% versus the angels they wouldn't have any as a potato rock, or it will be maybe that Lexi will be able to get like some amount that's going to be less than the potato rock, but maybe the angel was not going to be able to get any percent of, like 0% of of ownership. So I think this is more balance. There is a lot of balance here. Like
More what?
Potato Rock, as they invest a lot, they are going to receive, of course, a higher
More.
ownership than the angel investor and than the founder, but you are allowing still to the angel investor to get some ownership that is going to motivate them to continue working or like to continue investing or in this project. And at the same time, as a founder, you are not.
Glor- Gloria? Gloria?
I'm here.
Yeah, you're not
Can,
what?
can you listen to me?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the best option, really. I was analyzing that, and yeah, you're
which
right.
one?
The 41%, 9%, 50%.
For the
Because
convertible debt? Why?
mhm, because different reasons. Because uh, like each stakeholder,
Yeah,
it's investing, it's having, like, how can I explain you? Okay. So each stakeholder, they are investing and they are receiving like according of this investment. It's not like I'm investing a lot and I'm receiving less than the other person that is investing as me. Um, and at the same time, if you can see the totals,
yeah.
yeah, it's going to be, why is the same?
Where?
It's the same of the convertible debt, the total investment with a
Yeah,
Series A.
yeah, of course, because they are investing the same, right?
Yeah, but the number of shares, it's different too. Like,
Oh, yeah, it is because of the price of the share, right? This is what, but this is the I don't know how to say, the changing key of everything, right? Because here, like here they have the Series A with $1 of agreement, right?
mm-hmm.
That's the scenario. There is a loan with the 10%, and the 10% is convertible to a discount. So they are receiving, so angel investors are receiving the shares with a 10% of discount of the price, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
okay,
So,
it is
so
because of, okay, it is because here, look, uh, when you have someone invest in you, that's what the video says. The angel or the VC firm, they need to do a valuation of your company, right?
yeah.
But do you remember that because Lexi didn't know how much is the value of the company,
Yeah.
right?
Now
She
you can know how much is the value of the company. So
sorry?
you can know like how much is the value of the company. So what happened here? Do you know? I was analyzing, and Series A,
No,
number three, is the best option because when you can find the value of the company multiplying the 2000, how much is here? 270,000. That is the total in Series A. Multiply that for the 2.5. That is the money per share. If you
Okay, so
multiply that, you're going to
here,
know how much is the value of the company in that moment. And if you multiply
well,
the same total in the convertible debt uh, per 2.5, of course, it's less. So the best option is Series A number 3.
I cannot get it. What's the calculation? I can do the calculation, but you need to repeat everything because at the first time, the first sentence, I get lost.
Okay, so if you want to get the company value, what you have to multiply is the total
Yeah.
per share.
The
No,
total what? The
per,
total share?
yeah, this one per
Yeah, this.
2.5.
Okay, let me see. Multiply by this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the other option, it's going to be equal 242,222.
Yeah, by this.
Yeah, that's the value of the company.
I have another idea.
Okay.
Okay, I think this is the value. Why? Because if you have if you have this divided by the total shares that the company have or exist. What? Okay, no. Wait. Why? Okay,
No,
this.
that's a total investment. Different. See?
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So, and of course, you're going to get and multiply the value of the company per percent of ownership. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
cannot speak right now like a lot. Like multiply the percent of ownership per
Mm-hmm.
the value of the company, and you are going to know how much value you are going to have.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's try it. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So what is this? It is money?
It's money. That's the money.
Oh, but if you do this by this, it's not the same. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, but this number is a percent.
Yeah.
So it must have 2 points, like this number that is 250,000. You need to get 2 zeros less because you're multiplying by a percent. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah, because a percent, it is like the point is here, but you need to put it
Mm-hmm.
here. This is an actual number. Okay, but this number is the same of this. Because, okay, it is okay, but another way to know it is like having the total investment multiplied, or what you have in dollars. I don't know, I got lost. It is kind of confusing. I was about to say something. I don't know what else.
Yeah,
Okay, now you have this number.
yeah, but the the idea is the following.
It's a,
The idea is that okay, what is better is the Series A3 because you're going to have like everybody's going to have enough like percent
hey,
of
but,
ownership, but
but
at the same time they and the value of the company is going to be
okay, but
bigger.
Gloria, Gloria, but it will be the same here and here. Because okay, I am going to do this. I am going to calculate. I think so. This is this multiplied by this. Okay.
Yeah, but how much is the value of the company? How much
Okay.
is 41% of the value of the
This
company?
is, but this is the value of the company.
Yeah, that is less than in the other case.
Yeah, I know, but the worth of this percent is the same than here because it is like it is just a percent, but it is like because they have a total number of shares and they have a price. So it is going to be always the same if they have the same price and the same number of shares. That's why the numbers, the result is the same. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we?
So, because if you got want to know, okay, how much of the worth of the company I have, like what's the value of my shares? Okay, you multiply the shares by the value of this, and it is going to result the same number.
Yeah, for the founder, right?
For the founder and for everyone, I think. Yeah, for everyone it's going to be okay. For these ones, for the founder and the potato block, for the angel investors, it changed because I was calculating this. So in the Series A here, right? You see,
Mm-hmm.
in the Series C, the angel is giving money as an investor. Yeah, and when they do that, they before the other investment, they they determine a value. Okay, I think that the value is this, so your company is worthy of this investment. I will have this investment, but with this price, have this number of shares. That's what they do before the Series A, right? Because this is the investment before the Series A. Okay, and
Okay.
it is perfect for the investors. Why? Because the angel will have an investment of 50,000.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they have 50,000 shares. When the other investor comes, the value of every share is going to be this one. So if you multiply, okay, I have my 50,000 shares multiplied by 2 points this, it results here. It results $125,000. So it is great for the investor because they invest this and they got more than the double just because the VC firm enter into the company and invest more money. That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay, here it is different because at the result, the angel investor just have this amount of shares that is like less than the half, right? That every share like with more value, like 2 point not something. And if you multiply these both, you will have only this. I'm sorry. You will have only this amount. So this multiplied by this, and you have this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why is it is not supposed to be this multiplied by this? Sorry. They have this in return. They have like five. They invest this and they got this. I don't know if you follow me.
Yeah, I'm following you.
Okay, so they From here, they are getting like 75,000 more, and here they are only having 5,556 more.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing. But why? Because this is not an investment. This is just a lend of money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? Like
Mm-hmm.
here, they are investing the money before an investor comes. So the money is in the company already, and they do not know if the other investor is going to come or not. But in this here, they have less risk. Why? Because they say, okay, I will lend that money, and it will be applied when they give the money. So when they comes and says, okay, this is a valuation, we give this money, and this is the price of the stock. Okay, then they inject their money, and they have this. It is like the same of lending $50,000 at 10 and something percent rate, because they will have the same. They will have like the 10% more. It is just a lend.
Mm-hmm.
It is like they are just borrowing money from there, and they are going to lend the money in the same time that they invest. So, but they do not need to put that money in the company before. Just they need to wait, and they give, and then they convert that money, that the interest rate, just in shares. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
They don't need to, okay, they don't need to put the company and see what happens. So the risk, I think this is riskier for the angel, but of course, if this happen, they will have huge more benefit. But that's the difference, right? But that's why for the founder, it is more convenient, because the founder find that they will have more ownership than the Series A model.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. They are going to have the same value because they have these numbers of shares and this price. Yeah, they will have the same, but they will have more ownership
Yep.
because they didn't let the angel investor get into the company before.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Makes sense. Mm-hmm.
My gosh, that's why I have these numbers now. Okay, I don't know which this represents. Okay, it is interesting, but it is brain consuming. Okay, but we need to still decide which one is the best.
A scenario.
Okay, I think for the founder, the best is this, and for the angel investor, the best would be this. But I think the scenario you change. Okay, I think the angel investor will always want this scenario, but it is up to the founder to decide. Okay, I will let you get into my company, or they would say, oh no, I will wait to the next investor, and you can just give me a convertible debt, because I
And
think
also
and
also
also.
also depends in the potato rock um desires too, because maybe they are going to, you can propose them, okay, you're going to get like 44%. They're going to say, no, that's not enough, I want more. So in this scenario, you have to talk with the angel investor and say, yeah, I'm going to get your loan, your lend, you have to lend me money, so I'm going to give you 9%, and in this way the potato rock is going to get 50%.
Yeah.
So everything is about relationships and communication with people.
Yeah, negotiation also, because I think what they negotiate the most is the price, right? Because they are always negotiating the price. Okay, maybe 0.5 or maybe 2 or maybe 1 or maybe 2 something. So I think they negotiate always this. So you need to have a good power of negotiation also,
Mm-hmm.
price for your company.
Yep.
But that's interesting. I think the best that I got from this case is that now I understand why sometimes the founders get like kicked off their own companies, and it is
Yeah,
because of investors.
yeah, and yeah, and how, and in the reading it was said a lot also about the how companies they sometimes, okay, when you're a big company, you sometimes give your shares to also your employees so they are going to be able to continue working motivated in your company.
Yeah, it is interesting, right? Because I don't know if you have heard, but I heard about this here in Peru. Like, okay, like someone says, okay, I worked like in the 70s in, I don't know, in the light electricity company, and I have some this amount of shares from that company. Have you heard something like that?
Yeah, yeah. For example, when I was working in Peru in the companies that I work, when you get like a position as a partner, you get shares. Like when in Procter and Gamble, when you are a brand manager, you can start buying shares in Procter and Gamble.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Do you have
in,
shares?
yep.
Don't you sell them?
Also, they sell them in la bolsa de valores. I don't know how to say that.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. In the market, in the Bursa market, something I don't remember. I don't remember. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah,
Stock market.
yeah. But also, but they allow their employees to buy shares. And sometimes when you have a high position, they give you just because it's part of the agreement that they have with you as an employee. Of
That's
course, it's not
interesting.
going to be huge, but it's going to be like 1% or something like that. That it's huge when you are going to see the value that it has, but doesn't look
Yeah,
like too much, right?
because if they imagine that you have like an amount of shares, and in 10 years the company becomes a monster, right? So maybe if you have like $10, maybe then you have, I don't know, 200,000, right? It is the way that shares. It is interesting to play with the shares.
Yeah, that's the reason why there are many investors. There is many people looking for where to invest, right? It's not that
Uh-huh.
they are super nice and they just want to give you money. They know that it's going to be profitable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Interesting, right?
Mm-hmm. Super interesting. And when there is more risk, there is more profit. When there is,
Yeah, like in life, right? It is the same in life.
mm-hmm. Yep.
When you risk the most, you can get more.
Yep.
Hey, this was very interesting. I think this was the case where we disagree the most at the end.
It's
But
just,
it
it's
is a good
just,
way of learning.
it's just because there was numbers. You know that I
Yeah,
don't like too much numbers.
yeah, but it was nice.
Yeah, you were
So,
super excited, like thinking and thinking, and super
okay,
excited how it's going to be better with all these numbers. I know. You were the most excited with this case.
I somehow I like it, but it is hard, the numbers, you know. I was like, what? When you got this option of, okay, but multiply this by this and get this, and I was like, what? How is that? Because numbers is can blow your mind.
See, I want to know just the value of the company. So it was just the total per the money of shares to know how much. Yeah, for sure, because you're going to get the total of the shares per the total, like the money of shares, and you're going to have the value of the company. So I want to know which one, in what option you are going to get more value.
That's awesome. Okay, but it says, okay, it says which option should Lexi choose for the seat? analysis. What I think is this, like, if I am Lexi, okay, and I have these two options, right? But at the end, no matter the valuation, because of my number of shares and my number and my price, I will always get the same number of the value of my shares. So what I would decide between these both is both of these is which option would let me get more control over my company. So that's why I would prefer this, because I will have, okay, I will have the same amount of money for my part, but I will have more percentage of the ownership. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. I will do the
Because
same.
yeah, because imagine that the company tomorrow doubles its value, so I will still have more amount of shares from the total. So I will have it. It would be better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's nice,
Yeah.
you know.
If you will be the angel investor, you will want to get the 19%. And if you will
Of
be,
course.
and if you will potato rock, you will say, "Yeah, I don't care the angel investor. I want to have more percent of ownership," and you will choose also the convertible debt.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think so. Okay, but
Mhm.
it is like what I am trying, what I am understanding is in these cases when potato rock comes, uh, they made a valuation and they decide how much they are going to invest of the amount of previous money that it is in the company. That's the way they do. So they say, okay, this is what we are going to put as a valuation because you have this, and we want to invest this. So it is
Uh-huh.
a
And do
okay,
you know
but
what?
the thing is, I don't know if they know if some of the price is from the engine investor. I think they know, but I don't know. I think that the thing is that the angel investor will always want to invest, not lend, because this is like like lending money to this, but it is up to the founder to decide which one. If they decide, okay, no, we don't want you to invest, we want you to lend as a convertible debt. Okay, so for me as an angel, I would see this. Okay, okay, I am just lending money, and I will have my percentage of the lending as
Hmm. In this case, I think the best option, yeah, is a convertible debt. If you are a founder, if you are an angel investor, and if you want to invest there, it's going to be the Series A. But do you know what? In real life, also, we need to think about getting money like in the future, but also we need to think in a sustainable way. So we need to think about what are the expectations of other people, and we need to treat them like they want to be treated.
okay.
Why I'm saying that? Because I'm going to give you this assumption. Okay, you are not only the founder of this company. You are also the founder of other many companies, and you have this angel investor, and maybe he wants to invest in your company like a small amount of money here, but maybe he has more money to invest in another kind of company. But if you give him like a proposal just saying, "Oh, I'm going to do a convertible debt," maybe this person is not going to invest in your other companies, or is not going to be able to invest in the future with you, just because you didn't give him like a good agreement.
Like the investing,
Uh-huh.
like the yeah.
So, so expectations of people or of stakeholders is important to take in count.
But I want to know why they are like why they use the name of angels.
Angels investor?
It is because you have a problem with financing and they come like angels and give you the solution. Do you think that's how the word
Uh,
has
I think like the
grown?
core of them is not just giving money, but they just want to invest.
And to help? Because in the Homeplate case study, it says she found an angel investor who was willing to invest $5,000 to help finance her growth.
Yeah, this because usually they are not like big companies. They are just informal investors. They are usually individuals who give capital for startups or
Mhm,
something like that. And they do it in exchange of ownership equity or convertible debt, like it's in the second case.
mhm. Interesting.
Mhm.
Well, okay, I think that's enough.
Yeah, we finish, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't know if we need to have a summary or not.
Yeah, maybe just a decision.
You can go with that.
Okay. So, as a summary, we can conclude that when you have um, as a founder, we will choose the option of using the convertible debt because it's going to give us like a better percent of ownership, and also it's going to give more percent of Potato Rock, who is investing the most of all the three actors. But if we will be like the angel investor, we will choose the Series A, and because in this option it's going to give more percent of ownership to, in this case, to the angel investor. And um, and basically we have learned that if we have more risk, we are going to have more profit.
Mhm.
And something else that we have learned is that we need to realize the expectations of all the actors, and we need to think in a sustainable way. That's all.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm going to stop the emission right now.
Okay.